Hey class, today I've chosen to speak about abortion and the newest laws being, passed here in Ohio. I don't think this is a topic that's touched in the book, and so I will touch on it here today. Um, the newest bill is called the Heartbeat Bill, and it's basically a 6-week ban or abortion ban that outlaws abortions at that point. This makes Ohio the 6th state in our nation to attempt to outlaw abortions. The bill has been signed and will take effect in approximately 90 days unless blocked by a federal judge. Federal judges in Iowa and Kentucky have already either deemed it unconstitutional or have already blocked it. The ACLU of Ohio has already announced that they're planning on suing to stop the law, and they want to block it permanently. They say that the law bans all abortion care and is blatantly unconstitutional. The group plans to sue on behalf of Preterm Cleveland, Planned Parenthood of Greater Ohio, and Planned Parenthood of Southwest Ohio, and also the Women's Medical Center of Dayton. Governor DeWine is the one who has signed it, and lawmakers said that they aren't dissuaded by the threat of legal action. In fact, they kind of welcome it, which I seem like is a bold statement to make. The most concerning issues that I see right away is that the bill does not have any exceptions unless it could save the woman's life. So there's no exceptions for rape, there's no exceptions for incest, and I can't even imagine being in those circumstances and then not having the opportunity to not have the child. That just seems crazy to me. Also, another thing that I found pretty concerning was the fact that many women don't even know that they're pregnant within the first 5 to 6 weeks. I'm sure you've heard of crazy stories. I know I have, of women not finding out until they're 15, 20 weeks, which also does seem extreme, but there are those cases. I would imagine probably even more so for the women who are newly pregnant or have never had children before. They've never been through these symptoms that they're having, and so maybe it just takes a little bit longer to recognize that. So yeah, I think personally that the bill is way too extreme, and I personally think that they should have the choice. At least if they are going to ban abortions, they should not make it as early as 5 to 6 weeks. The Heartbeat Bill is basically stating that if you can hear a heartbeat, then doctors cannot perform an abortion, which is as early as 5 to 6 weeks. The governor of Ohio, Mike DeWine, is the one who signed the bill, and I think that his work in the social work field is representative of an advocate of social work. His role would be an advocate. Advocates fight for the rights of others, especially those who are vulnerable or those that cannot speak for themselves. And in this case, an unborn child obviously cannot speak for themselves. I also think this is evident by a comment he made. He said, "The essential function of government is to protect the most vulnerable among us, those who don't have a voice. Government's role should be to protect life from the beginning to end." And so, for me, I took that as, yeah, he's an advocate, that's his role, and he is fighting for others. But once again, as I've already said, that I think the Heartbeat Bill is a little too extreme. But I am curious to hear about your guys' opinions and what you think, especially from the women, because, obviously I can't have my own babies, so I am curious to see how women feel about this bill. I have a feeling that many of them are going to be pretty irate. I hope you have learned something from this video. Maybe you can take a minute or two and research it online. There's articles everywhere. If anything, it definitely ties in with the social work class that we're dealing with this semester, and it's interesting nonetheless. So, yeah, I hope you learned something. Talk to you guys later. Have a great semester.